Well, things are going swimmingly now on Fine Music. I just thought to remind people that we're not only a YouTube channel, but we're also a group on Facebook. You can look us up there too. This is episode 194, Murray's Turn.
Okay. Um, well, I'm going to talk about an artist you're probably all very familiar with, but a couple of albums that he did that you may have no idea even existed. So I will turn around to my shelf behind me, and the artist is Peter Gabriel.
Oh, that guy.
Album Security, his fourth album. Okay. Great album. Really good album. But what you might not know is that this album exists. I know it's backwards and all, so you probably can't read it, but it is called Deutsches Album. He recorded the entire album in German.
Oh,
And not only did he record the entire album in German, he didn't just dub German vocals over the original musical tracks. He at least remixed and probably replayed some of them because German has a different rhythm than English does. And so we made the music fit the rhythm of the lyrics when they're in German. And says a lot of the songs are slightly different lengths and, like I say, different arrangements than on the album you may know. Now, this is not easy to find. I think I bought this one, I was 25 when I got it, and that's several years ago. And I just happened to find it in the Fingerprints in Long Beach, great record store. But not only did he do that, now we're going to switch over here for a minute, dig into the vinyl. I have a very small vinyl collection over here. And we get his third album, also done entirely in German. And this one actually, I picked up at Tuba Records in Pasadena.
oh,
$6.
is that still open?
I believe so. I mean, it was.
Yeah, they have a different location, but they're open.
Okay. So, and just to hear the German language, especially on these two albums, which are kind of aggressive and haunting, and just the German, I like the German versions better than the English versions. Just the sound of the lyrics really contains the anger and the angst or whatever was going through his mind, when he made these albums. And they're both very dark, depressing albums if you really listen to them. I mean, in English, you've got I Don't Remember and No Self-Control, and of course, Shock the Monkey.
How do you say that in German? Shock the monkey.
Shock the Monkey, that's actually one I can probably sort of say it is. There we got here. Shock der Affen, Affen.
That's a monkey, huh?
Der Affen.
Often.
And we have, Spiel ohne Grenzen, which is Games Without Frontiers, which already had French in it. And then you get it in German. Like I say, finding these albums on either vinyl or CD is not easy. But pretty much all of the individual songs you can find on YouTube really quickly. Assuming, again, that you would have any idea how to translate one of his song titles into German, if you can do it. Or you can even I believe you can put Peter Gabriel German or Deutsches or whatever, and you can probably find them. And they're very, very interesting to listen to. Just, I don't know, an interesting experiment to translate your lyrics into another language and really commit yourself to it. So
The Beatles did that. The Beatles did that too. They recorded a couple of their early songs in German.
They did, which, of course, they got their training basically in Hamburg. That's how they became a good band, is playing 3-4 shows a night in Hamburg. And so it might have been actually, what's her name? Astrid, their bass player at the time, Stu Sutcliffe. his girlfriend was a German photographer named Astrid. She may have been the one who did the German translations of, I think it's I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You.
Right. She liebt dich.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, lots. And there are a lot. I mean, there are lots of other artists. You know, Bowie did Heroes in German, and Blondie did Sunday Girl in French. And
Have you heard the Elvis? Oh, excuse me. Have you heard the Elvis Costello Spanish model?
I have not.
A
No.
bunch of his songs done in Spanish, but I think, like you mentioned, it sounds to me like they just used the original instrumental tracks
Okay.
and then recorded the vocals over them. And one of the songs is just incredible. The version of Little Triggers.
Huh.
Detonantes is the word in Spanish for trigger, and it's just a great vocal in that song. Several others,
Okay.
but that's the Peter Gabriel sounds interesting
It
in
is.
German. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I stumbled upon them like way back in like the late 80s when I was in some record store in well, South Orange County. I forget whether it was in San Juan Capistrano or might have been over in Mission Viejo. And
Oh,
you know, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Oh yeah, you should check this out." And I bought that one. It was on CD, and then my roommate messed it up and it wouldn't play. He was trying to fix it. It had a skip in one song. He goes, "Oh, I know what to do," and then nothing would play. It was.
Oh,
you take a big pen and you re-groove the album, right?
Yeah, exactly, something like that. You know, it's just like. I think it was about the last time I trusted his advice on anything.
Oh, man.
So yeah, if you like Peter Gabriel, go find his German albums or at least his German songs online.
all right. I'll go check that out.